about a partnership for the benefit of the people. So I want to thank the Woodhaven Residents Block Association and all its members, our good friend president, for allowing us to hijack the meeting a little bit for a good cause. And we got to thank FDNY. You know, FDNY provides a great service. It's our security blanket. You know, as we go to sleep at night, we're safe knowing that FDNY is there for us, God forbid, an emergency. So, how about a round of applause for the FDNY? So, from the CPR unit, with us today is, and forgive me if I get these names wrong, Khadija Hall, Khadija Hall, Diana Wilson, Jennifer Pollock,
Yes.
and Netta Badassi. There you go. So it is about CPR training. It is about one of those things that you get to learn and hopefully you never use. But you never know. Like we do the Narcan training, you hopefully never use it, but you have that knowledge to maybe save a life. So that's what we're going to do today. Just really briefly, I want to also thank Anne-Marie Costello. She's my press secretary. She helped me with this. For those of you who are missing Raimondo Graziano, I gave him the day off, so he's okay. It's just my chief of staff gets the day off, so he's there. And just really quick before we get to CPR, so we're doing the budget right now up in Albany, $253 billion budget. I always tell my residents, if you see something, read something about it, and you want to weigh in, please weigh in. These are your tax dollars. As I get updates over the next 3 weeks, because it's due April 1st, I will post it or let your president know. But again, weigh in if you like something, if you don't like something. And then when it does settle on the budget, we'll be back here to explain it and how it affects Woodhaven specifically. But that's what we're doing right now up in Albany. We do have a number of upcoming events coming up. Anne-Marie may talk to you about that later. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our FDNY CPR unit.
Interactive. Yes, ma'am. All right, so the heart stopped and someone stopped breathing. But what do we have in our blood? Oxygen. So if you let someone just lay there and you do absolutely nothing, guess what? This person is going to die because in 4 to 6 minutes, your brain cells start to die off. If you do nothing for this person, there's no bringing back this person, right? So we want you to get involved, get in part of our team, part of the 911 system, because we like to say we're coming for wherever we are. We got the kids back in school. Traffic is crazy lately. I don't know what's going on with this traffic, but it's crazy. Everybody has a car now, right? So it takes us a little time. Once you give us your address, you have to make sure you give us specific detailed information. Please do not call 911 and say, I need an ambulance, and then you hang up. You have to give us specific detailed information, okay? So we can find you quicker, because in 4 to 6 minutes, your brain cells start to die off. So we just need you to circulate that person's oxygen in their body, that they took their last breath, make sure it gets to the vital organ, which is the brain, all right? So C is cardio, which is your heart. P is pulmonary, which is your lungs, and R is resuscitation. It's trying to bring this person back to life. That's the goal. We want to bring this person back to make them viable so that they can get out of the hospital. We get to meet these people, right? We have second chance breakfasts with them. We meet their family members. It's a big to-do for us. We do a lot of training. Our members learn CPR first. They don't pass this, they get separated from the program. And this is the very basic of anybody that's in the medical field. They have to learn this, doctors, nurses, everybody. So if they don't learn it, and they get sick of us after a while, but we make sure we teach this until they're tired of us, all right? So just know we are here to help you. So, there are 2 rules for this CPR. 2 rules, bystander CPR. No mouth-to-mouth and no pulse checking. I'm sorry for those that wanted to kiss my mannequins, but today is not the day, okay? All right. So, no mouth-to-mouth, no pulse checking. Did they take that out of protocol? No. It's still available. When you get certified, that's when you learn it and it becomes a skill. But we also noticed, and we've been asking this question across the board when we go around the 5 boroughs, those that are certified, they give you a barrier device to protect you from this person in case they have an infectious disease. Are they walking around with it? You know what the answer I get? No. So what are you doing? You might find that one person that will say, I have it. I'm like, very good, very good. But what happens to the rest of the people that took that course? So we're going to show you proper hand placement. We're going to show you step-by-step. Those 4 steps is tapping the shoulders, activating 911, checking to see if they're breathing, chest compressions only. That is your job. And then I'm going to show you how to use the AED, which is called the Automated External Defibrillator. Because now that you took this workshop, you're going to be able to operate it as public use. You see one on the wall, you notice somebody's in trouble and you can get it, go ahead, by all means, apply it, and we're going to do that, all right? So, first I'm going to tell you, when you approach somebody, anybody, let's say you're out at the bus stop, you're walking around the neighborhood, all of a sudden someone's collapsed. Are you just going to run up to this person and check and make sure that they're okay? You have to make sure you're safe first. Your safety is always first. Why did this person collapse? Did you see someone walk into a puddle of water and you didn't see the live wire, now they're down and you go to run to help them, now you step into it. Everyone is so busy in their cell phones and not paying aware of their surroundings that you have to pay attention to your surroundings. So did you have your ear pod in your ear? I'm being a little dramatic, but it can happen. And you saw somebody collapse, but you didn't hear the person shooting across the street. Now you're caught in the crossfire and now you're in some harm's way. Or if somebody tells you, don't touch my family member, or I'm gonna hurt you. Are you gonna touch this person? No, your safety is always first, all right? Your safety is always first. So when you go to approach somebody, you make sure that you're always safe. So we're gonna show you the 4 steps. I'm gonna have my assistant, Khadijah Hall. So the first thing you do when you approach somebody, you take both your hands, you tap them on both shoulders.
Hey, are you okay? Are you all right?
You notice that she's tapping on both shoulders. Why not one shoulder? Why not one shoulder?
Maybe she might have a stroke. She can't.
Correct. What if this person is having a stroke or they're paralyzed on one side? We have to wake this person up. Just because they pass out doesn't mean they need chest compressions. We gotta make sure we know what we're doing before we touch someone. So you tap them on their shoulders, they don't respond to you. The next course of action is to make sure you point to someone with identify what they have on, and tell them to call 911 like this.
Hey, you in the hoodie with New Yorker on it, please call 911 and get an AED.
So they pointed to you. Hopefully that person does exactly what they tell them to do. If not, because everybody's too busy doing this.
Yeah.
Or they're videotaping you, right? So snap them out of that trance. Did she yell out, someone call 911?
No.
If you do that in a group of people, you know what's gonna happen? Either you're all gonna assume that you called or that she called, or no one called at all because they're too busy video recording, right? So we wanna make sure that you point to somebody, tell them what you want them to do, and get that AED if they can find it, because I'm gonna tell you where you can find them, okay? All right, the third step before you do chest compression, expose this person's chest. If they have on a bulky jacket, open up their shirt, look at the chest. We're just looking for chest rising and falling to make sure that they're not breathing. So what does that mean? As long as their chest is not going up and down, this person needs your help. So the heel of the hand goes in the center of the person's chest. Your hand will be facing forward, goes right in the center of the chest. You take your other hand, you interlock your fingers, your elbows are locked straight, and your body weight is leaning over this person. Your chest is over their chest. You're gonna push for 100 to 120 chest compressions, at least 2 inches down. Now you guys don't have a measuring tape, so what does that mean? Halfway down on the person's chest. The bigger the person, the bigger the push. So we like to sing in our video, it says, let's get it started, but I'm gonna sing Staying Alive. That is the tempo that you're gonna use. They sing Baby Shark, they sing Let's Get It Started, everything you can think of. There's plenty of songs out there that keep the tempo in your head. So you're gonna push straight down in the heart, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, push, push, staying alive, staying alive. That is your tempo. You're not gonna go any faster than that. Any faster than that, you're doing absolutely nothing. So you keep doing continuous chest compression until we arrive or someone that is certified that can help you. But now that you took this workshop, you know how to place your hands. You're gonna encourage the other person to place their hands in the middle of the chest. Push hard, push fast, lock your elbows, 100 to 120. I called EMS already. Just push and keep that tempo for them, all right? Now, if you witness someone collapse, there is a possibility that this person might wake up. And if they do wake up, this is what I need you to do. Take them by the shoulder and the hip. It does not matter which side you roll them on, but we don't want them to suffocate and drown in their fluids because things happen during cardiac arrest. Food, vomit, saliva, all that stuff builds up. Make sure you turn them on their side, because this is called the recovery position. We want this person to recover and not drown into their own fluids and aspirate it into their lungs, because that can cause another problem, right? You keep them in that position. It's a little easier for them to breathe in that position. Now, anything that's in their mouth that builds up, you do not have to put your hands in their mouth. Let it drain out. Keep an eye on their chest. If they stop breathing and then you notice their head goes back down again, what are you going to do again? Put them back on their backs, and you continue those chest compressions until we arrive. We are going to practice for 2 minutes. We're going to have a couple of rounds, and anyone that has any limitations, we'll put them on the chairs for you. This person has to be on a hard surface on the floor. Thank you. This person has to be on the floor. It cannot be on a couch. They cannot be in a bed. They cannot be sitting upright. They have to be on a hard surface. When you push on their chest, the blood exits out the heart. When you allow the chest to come up to recoil, it's now reloading and filling up the heart with blood. So we just want to continuously push that chest down, because you're going to see that it's not as easy as it looks. So I don't care what hand you want to put out in front of you. Put it out in front of you. Go ahead, put it out in front of you. This is the palm of your hand, yes? This is the heel of your hand. Take the heel of your hand and place it right here in the center of your chest, right here. That is your sternum. That is the bone that you're going to compress. That bone is a very tough bone. What's connected to the sternum? Our rib cage. Relax your hands. Our rib cage. The rib cage is connected, and there's a possibility that you might break someone's ribs. You might feel it. You might listen to it and you hear a noise. Are we going to stop? No. It's life over limb, right? What did I say about those brain cells? How many minutes? 4 to 6 minutes. That's all we have. So that can be fixed later. We can take care of that later. We want to circulate that oxygen to the vital organ so that we can get this person to the hospital. We're good? Now, when you come up to this person, make sure that the heel of your hand is not in their throat, because I see it all the time. We tell everybody where to place their hands. It's not in the throat, and it's not going to be in the belly. You're not doing anything. It's right between the nipple line. For women, it's where the cups of the bra meet. For males, it's usually 3 buttons down. That's where you're going to place your hand, right in the center of their chest. Okay? Then I'm going to show you how to use the AED. So we'll start on this side of the room. If there's anybody that needs to have any limitations, please raise your hand. We'll bring the mannequin to you. If not, you can come up. The mats are for your knees.
Be careful.
Just don't step on the mats because they're slippery. Staying alive, staying alive. Push, you guys are great. Y'all let's think. 1, 2, 1, 2. Push. Staying alive, staying alive. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. See, I told you I'll sing to you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Push. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Most of the new models out there, they come in a lot of colors, shapes, and sizes. But the newer models, when you open it up, it'll automatically start talking to you. Literally. It'll tell you cut the clothes.
Wow.
Check for breathing. Apply the pads. It'll tell you what to do. 2, and if it doesn't speak to you, you have to physically turn it on. Okay? 2, it's going to tell you to place the pads, plug it in. So you're going to place those pads, you're going to plug it in. 3 is the big one. This one right here, this orange button right here, that button right there is the shock button. When it illuminates orange, your job is to say clear, including yourself. You're not going to stand 5 miles back. You can just make sure that the person is clear from not touching anyone else, including yourself. All right? If the pads are on a 300-pound patient and you only weigh 150 pounds and you're touching this person, guess who's about to get a 300-pound shock? Right. Can it stop your heart? It might be a chance. It's a possibility. Or you might get shocked and it's a 24-hour stay in the hospital to make sure you're okay. All right? So just make sure you look before you press, you say clear, and you push the button. Now, once you're doing that, this is going to talk to you in 2 minutes. So you just practice those chest compressions for 2 minutes, because this is now your coach, because it's going to talk to you every 2 minutes. This device will talk to you. Okay? Every 2 minutes, it's going to talk to you. So we're going to put it all together. I'm going to do chest compressions. And my FDNY is gonna help me with the defibrillator. If you're battling the person, you will always operate with the device on the same side that you're on. Never put it on that side. You're gonna bring it to the same side that you're on because you wanna be able to look at the device, okay? And if you go to shock, you don't wanna reach over the person to shock them because guess what? You can shock yourself, right? So we don't want that to happen. So here we go. My partner and myself, we are out and about. We're gonna start from beginning to end. So we notice we're walking out the building, we're ready to go home, someone collapsed. Khadijah's gonna tap him on both shoulders, say, hey, you all right, you okay?
You all right?
Guess what she's gonna tell me to do?
Diana, call 911, get the AED.
I got you. She's gonna look to see if they're breathing.
Patient is exposed.
They're not breathing.
You're breathing.
She's gonna start chest compressions.
I'm singing Staying Alive to myself.
All right, I got the defibrillator because I remember that in a school I can find a defibrillator. I opened up the device, it didn't talk to me. What am I gonna do now? Turn it on.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest.
Is Khadijah gonna stop?
Plug in pads connector next to flashing light.
So I'm gonna work around her hands.
Apply pads. Plug in connector.
So even if I'm nervous and I'm taking my time, is it okay? Yeah. Why? Because what is she doing? She's compressing. She's compressing. It told me to put in where the flashing light is. See the flashing
Apply
light?
pads. Plug in connector. Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient.
What did it say? What is my job? Look before I press.
Shock
My
advised.
magic word is clear.
Charging.
These are clear.
Clear.
Stay clear of patient.
This is gonna turn orange.
Deliver shock now.
It's ready to
Press
shock.
the orange button now.
You clear, I'm clear, everybody's clear.
Shock delivered. Paused. Begin CPR.
Now Khadijah's tired, guess who's taking over? I'm going to do chest compressions for 2 whole minutes. This is gonna be your coach for the next couple of minutes until we arrive, and you're gonna continue doing those chest compressions until we arrive. If this thing advises you to shock 6 times and we're not there yet, you go ahead and shock that person 6 times. But if you notice you've been sitting here and you're still shocking this person for almost 20 minutes, you forgot to do something. You forgot to call us. Please do not forget to call us. So, if this person wakes up and shows me signs of life, what am I doing? Turn them on that side. What is this called?
Recovery position.
Recovery position. We want to make sure that they're breathing, all those fluids drain out of their mouth. Am I turning off the device?
No.
Am I taking the pads off?
No.
This person looked like they stopped breathing. What am I going to do again?
Turn it back.
Put them right back on their backs. Continue doing those chest compressions until we arrive. Okay?